What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another FIFA 21 video on the channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about some last minute ones to watch investments that we can make, as well as talk about some investments we can make throughout the week during ones to watch Team 2. Now, with ones to watch Team 1, we'll be going out of packs tomorrow. We've already seen ones to watch Team 2, which makes some of these last minute investments a little bit more risky. Now, the team will be displayed right now on the screen. I'm not sure if it's on the game right now, but we do have a lot of cards that, most people did predict, and the ones to watch Team 2 looks pretty good. We have some really nice players, and my favorites being Sane and Semedo. I think those two will probably be more the most popular ones, honestly. The reason why I like Sane is his card is just really good. I like Sane, his build, his card, everything about just Sane's card is really nice, and I think we're going to see him be way more expensive. Now, Sane's gold card was one that I know was around 95k earlier this week when we made the first video about what to invest in for, ones to watch Team 2. Now, I know Sane has definitely gone up quite a bit. Yeah, he looks like he's up quite a bit now, up to about 110, 105, something like that. So that's a big increase on a card like this. Today we had rewards come in earlier this morning, and what we saw with rewards was the market actually started to go up and then it dropped down. Now, some of these meta cards actually held pretty well, and so did a lot of these out-of-pack investments. Now, Sane's gold card, yes, there is a good chance Sane's gold card could go even higher, and I think, these cards will keep rising, but it's just a little more risky now that these cards are inflated up pretty much. If you can look to snipe Sane for, a few K less than what his price is, I believe he's like 107 right now, 104 right there is one. This might not be a bad idea to jump in with a 100k card right there. That one's not bad at all. I'm sure that one's probably gone as is. Yeah. So, again, these cards are going to be a little more risky. Looking at a card like Semedo. Semedo is one I really liked because Kyle Walker, I believe, is the best right back in the game right now, and he's out of packs as is. So his gold card is like 100 and something K. The inform, the center back inform is ridiculously expensive. So Semedo's really my next option for Prem right backs that are, meta. Ricardo Pereira is really good too, but like I said, Semedo is a card that's getting ones to watch. Now, Semedo, I believe, is 42k on Xbox at least. Yeah, so about 42k, give or take a few coins here and there. But Semedo's a card I really do like as well. And I think this card has room to rise as well, because like I said, there's a huge gap between him and Kyle Walker now. And, Trent is a decent right back, but Trent is a lot more expensive too. I would really look at someone like Semedo. If you can look to snipe this card under 40k, I think it's not a bad option at all. At least on Xbox, he was 36k when we called him out in the first video, and now he's up to, 42, 43k. So these cards are getting a lot of hype, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens. And I'm also curious to see how much investment has happened. If we see a lot of over-investing on cards like this already, I think tomorrow, when these cards come out, we could see a little bit of, a dump if people try to sell right away for profit, which we've seen multiple times over the last week for SBC investments. However, I don't think it'll happen, but there's always a small chance that it does. Now, there's a few more other cards. I know Thiago, he has a card, and, it's not a bad card whatsoever. But the problem is he's just like the rest. I'm sure he's a little inflated, and personally, I don't really like his card that much anyways, as is, but it looks like this card has just absolutely mooned. I know he was like 30-ish K a little while ago, but Thiago is one that, is decent. But like I said, I'm not a huge fan of the card because of the base. But, Thiago could run just because of hype with the 5-star skills. But again, the weak foot is what really kind of kills the card for me, and the sprint speed. The rest of the card is very good, don't get me wrong, but as someone that would use Thiago, you can't really use him as a CDM, and you can't really use him as a cam, so he's more of a box-to-box midfielder, and I feel like there are other options that are probably better than Thiago at the price. Other than that, the same goes for a lot of the other ones to watch cards. I'm not going to go through them all, but you know, a lot of these cards have already started to rise up a few K, and you know, they're gonna continue to go up, I think, on Saturday. The only cards I'd stay away from are like the really low tier, like the David's card. I don't think that card's really gonna rise much. I know his gold card is super cheap anyway, so there's not really a point in going in on this card. We saw with Hakimi last time that his card actually dropped in price. It just, you know, there just wasn't enough hype for the card, I guess, and his gold card actually fell. So again, be careful on those lower tier cards. I know Osimhen he didn't do much really at all with his pricing. So it should be interesting, you know, nonetheless, to see what happens. Now, another thing we can invest in, actually, well, you might not be able to do this right now after watching this video. Realistically, the only things you can do is kind of take a gamble on those out of packs if you see them low. Maybe wait till Marquee Matchups comes out. We might see a little bit more of a dip there, and personally, that's when I might buy in on these cards. But what you guys can do after Ones to Watch comes out, and what we saw actually with these SBCs that came out, we got some puzzle ones, is this little screen right here with Bale, Suarez, and Werner. We actually saw that these three cards basically had SBCs come out. So what you can do is you can actually take a chance and try to invest in like little nations that happen. So for example, we got Bale is back. This required Welsh players. The Welsh players absolutely flew. I believe we had, where is that? We had, here it is. We had a Hakimi one, obviously a little bit different. We had a newcomers one, and we also had another one as well, that kind of surrounded, you know, these cards. So what you guys can do is actually take a look at some of these nations, try and take a prediction at what will happen. I know Suarez didn't get in. I know I just said those three did. I'm pretty sure there was not a Suarez SBC, but, well, it still could come later today. But like I said, you know, it might not be a bad idea to invest in some of these nations when we see these new cards come out, especially on a Friday or Saturday when we're getting, like, you know, a lot of supply into the market. Or even like on rewards day for squad battles, we always see a lot of the lower tier cards do very well. It might not be a bad idea to pick up some of these, you know, low tier nations, and, you know, you can really look to scale out for profit. You know, it's very straightforward. As far as Ones to Watch trading goes, I know we're probably going to have a video come out either tomorrow or Saturday morning talking about Ones to Watch cards we can actually invest in, you know, for their game. You know, you can always do that now as well. I know a lot of the Ones to Watch cards that are in packs are probably closer to the lowest they've been, obviously an exception of Party and Odegaard because of their two informs. But we've seen when cards are about to get informs, dude, these Ones to Watch is hyped so much heading into, you know, their potential, you know, team of the week drop. I mean, Odegaard went up to like 55k yesterday, 60k. He's back down to 30k like we, you know, predicted, but the run-up was absolutely insane, and I think we're going to see similar things happen in the future weeks. If you guys can, you know, take the good gamble and get lucky and, you know, see your card get potential team of the week. But nonetheless, you guys can always do that investment we talk about where you buy now and then you look to sell right before the match, and you usually can make, you know, a solid 4 or 5k a card. Anyways, that'll pretty much wrap up the Ones to Watch portion of the video. I know some of you guys were asking me about, you know, what we're currently in. Today we packed Rodrigo from our division rival rewards. Pretty decent, I guess, but the rest of the packs are pretty shite. We went tradable, obviously, as you can see. Right now we're sitting in some Higuains. I know Higuain's a little low, but there's a potential Matuidi SBC either coming out, you know, today or tomorrow. I think Higuain and Vela are going to be very good investments. These cards have dropped quite a bit. It seems a lot of people are hopping out just due to fear. I bought some of these cards at 2k. I bought like 10, and the card just dumped to 1.5k. So once I dump off the rest of my transfer list, which, you know, you guys already know, I'm invested in the Liverpool-Everton marquee matchup. I'm fairly certain it's like leaked too that it's coming out. So we're going to look to sell off later this afternoon, and I'm probably just going to maybe go unassigned on Higuain. I won't have much time to trade this week just due to a busy schedule, unfortunately. So it probably won't hurt to hold some of these, you know, big cards, wait for them to go up. As you guys know, just the list is full of Milners after this point. So we're going big or going home. If you guys are, you know, looking to invest, I mean, don't buy into these. A lot of these were bought at around discard, so there's really no risk. And I know the card's going for like 1k. So worst case scenario, if, you know, this investment flops, I can honestly sell each card for like 100 to 200 coins profit. And you know, it is what it is. Like I said, it doesn't really matter to me. That's currently what I'm invested in. Obviously, I'm going to try and do some icon trading when I get some more time. I got quite a bit of, you know, coins into the team right now for Weekend League 1, so that should be pretty interesting. Thank you guys again for the support recently. It's been absolutely insane. I never would have thought that, you know, we'd be where we at right now so quick. Just the support on the channel has been great, so thank you guys all for, you know, doing that. I hope to continue. We're going to push on to hopefully 2K subs very soon, so if you guys are new, make sure you guys subscribe, and if you guys enjoyed the video, please drop a like again. Any questions or anything, feel free to drop them in the comments or DM me at Twitter, at FootSpice. It's been in the bottom left quite a bit in the video, I'm sure. But yeah, until later today, we'll talk about some, you know, a potential method that you guys can do to make literally 100K an hour each day of the week. So until then, peace.